Hi everyone, it's time for another makeup roulette. You guys seem to really like the first one and that made me so happy because I had so much fun with that. If you're new to my channel and you don't know what my makeup roulette is, basically I've downloaded this app which is called Tiny Decisions. And this one has a bunch of wheels so you can put options into. And so I've basically put my entire makeup collection into this app. So I have a wheel for pretty much every category of makeup that I own. And then I've put in every single item into that wheel. So today though, however, we are going to be doing a brushes picks my makeup. So, or I guess it would be wheel picks my makeup brushes or something like that. I'm not really sure how I'm going to name this yet. But basically, for every step in my makeup routine that requires a brush, I will be spinning the wheel and whichever brush it lands on is the brush that I'm going to use to apply my makeup. So let me just tell you which options that we have to work with today. So we obviously have a sponge, which is something that I rarely use, and these are in no particular order. I also have flat eyeshadow brush, fluffy eyeshadow brush, blush brush, bronzer blush, powder brush, sponge tip applicator, concealer brush, highlighting brush, mini sponge, which is one of these little things that I have, and I also have my fingers. So if you feel like I am missing something on my list for next time, leave it down below, but these were like the options that I could see that I had in front of me that I feel like, you know, are like basic makeup application options. So I think we should just get straight into it. Now, I'm not going to spin for the steps that I don't use a brush for, so like mascara and stuff like that. Obviously, it's weird to spin to use a brush for a mascara, so I'll just be using the mascara. Same goes for brows and probably lipstick. So everything else though, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be spinning for, so I guess I should start by priming, but I don't use a brush for that, so obviously I'm just going to put it on with my hands. So I'm gonna quickly put on my Frasali Unicorn Primer, even though I don't really feel like I'll be wearing this makeup for very long, so I probably don't need a primer, but you know, just because I am putting on makeup, I'm gonna put on a primer. And I think I'll be basing my products on the kind of brush that I get to apply it with, because some foundations dry quicker than others, so if I get like a tiny brush, maybe I'll pick a different foundation than I would if I got like a powder brush. So let's just spin the wheel and see what we get for foundation. Okay, I'm pretty scared I'm going to get a tiny ass brush. Oh, okay, well that's not too bad. That could be a lot worse. So let me find a highlighting brush. I don't know how this is going to go. I guess the one I'll use is the one that I have clean, and this is the Sephora highlighting brush. I feel like this is like the biggest highlighting brush that I have, so let's put on some foundation with it. Should probably get my hair out of the way first. So it's really nice to have just got my hair done and I don't have any roots at all, which you'll see in a couple of weeks that I definitely will. For foundation, I'm going to use my Dior Forever 24-hour coverage full undercover. I don't know what the hell this is called, but that's what we're going to use, and I don't really know how I'm supposed to do this. Maybe I'll like dab it on my face like this. So let me do one side at a time. I feel like this brush is going to be so flimsy. Oh my god. Okay, well, I mean, it's not too bad, but I feel like this might end up being a very thick layer of foundation because it's very fluffy and it doesn't blend it out that well. I'm just glad I didn't get an eyeshadow brush for this because I would have been here until tomorrow, so this is a pretty good start. And I decided to go with this foundation because it's not that hard to blend out. I can imagine if I went in with something a lot thicker, let's say like the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, I would have a really hard time blending this out. But since this is more of a liquidy and thinner consistency foundation, which I really like this foundation, by the way, but this is working pretty good with this brush. And I feel like I'm gonna have to wash my brushes tonight because there's probably gonna be stuff on all of them that shouldn't be on them. But we'll see, maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get as lucky as I did with my last roulette. I feel like that one came out really good. I've already spent twice as long on my foundation as I normally do. Okay, foundation is on. Let's move on to concealer and see what we got here. I feel like there's not really a brush that's going to sabotage me that badly. Maybe if I get like a powder brush, but other than that, I think I'll be okay. Oh no! No! Oh, that's not okay. Okay, so I'm going to take my powder brush, which is the only one I have that is clean, and I guess we're going to put on concealer with this. So let's try that and see how that goes. This is probably the worst brush that I could have gotten for concealer. Now, I am a huge fan of using brushes to blend out my concealer. Did you see I am not getting anywhere with this? Wow. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to pinch this and then maybe blend it out this way. I need a mirror. Well, this is somewhat working. It's gonna take a little finessing, but okay, that's not too bad. Now this brush is definitely 20 times too big for my under eyes, but I mean, it's kind of blending it out. Well, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. So I guess we should do powder next. Hopefully I won't get a sponge tip applicator to apply my powder with because I will be here for 2 hours.
Be nice to me this time, please. Be nice to me.
Oh, well, at least I can bake. I got my little spongy sponge. I'm gonna dip this little sponge in water and hope that it magically becomes 20 times bigger. Look at this. How am I supposed to powder my face with this little thing? Oh man. Alright, got my powder, got my sponge, let's do this. So at least I can bake. I guess I'll just bake my whole face, huh? Why did I even put this little thing in? This was such a last minute decision too because I saw the sponge in my bathroom as I went to go film and I was like,
oh, what a great idea!
Not.
Okay, let me just powder the rest of my face now. How am I supposed to wipe this off? Ooh, that could be a problem. What if I just roll my entire sponge in powder and then just like, that's a good idea. Oh, I'm getting powder on my face. I'm so smart. And now I'm just going to be stuck with a stupid cast of white on my face, but this is working pretty good. It's not looking very good though. But that's not the point of this. The point of this is just to get powder on my face. What am I doing with my life? Oh, this is my Peach Perfect Powder by Too Faced, by the way. And I can really taste it because I have peach in my mouth right now and not gonna lie, it tastes pretty good. Oh god, this looks so bad though. How can I fix this? So I'm just going to take my sponge now and just sort of run it over my skin and try to remove the excess. I don't even know if I have powder all over my face, but with the amount of time I've spent powdering my face, I better have powder all over my face. So I'm not gonna lie, this is looking so bad and so patchy. I don't know if it was the highlighter brush or just me applying powder with a mini sponge, but this is
not looking that great.
So I guess I'm going to throw on some brows real quick because that is always my next step, and then I will come back and we can spin for the next step, which is I guess bronzer. So let me just do my brows real quick. Okay, so we have our brows on. I'm gonna take my hair down because I just always do that. I don't really like to wear my hair back. I don't know, just one of those things, I guess. And we're going to move on. So I guess we will spin for bronzer now. Is that what we're doing? Let's see if I can get a little bit luckier on this one. I feel like I've gotten pretty unlucky so far. No! Why? 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 Oh, this is gonna suck so bad. I guess the brush I'm going to use is the Morphe M203 brush. This is just a flat, but still a little bit fluffy, but it's a flat eyeshadow brush, so I guess I'll be using this to bronze with. I really have a bad feeling about this. So I'm definitely going to use my lightest bronzer because this is going to be a mess, so I'm going to use my regular butter bronzer from Physicians Formula and pray for me. I'm gonna be here till tomorrow. Please don't ever try this at home because this is just stupid. So I asked you guys what you want to see with the wheel today because I asked in my community tab yesterday and a lot of you said that you wanted to see a palette bingo, but I don't really consider my palette bingos to be in the same series, if you will, because I do already have like a palette bingo playlist going. So that's definitely going to be its separate thing, but I can definitely use the wheels to pick my shadows if you want me to do that. And some of you also said that you wanted me to do a palette bingo where the wheel had me choose shadows from different palettes, but honestly, I'm not going to put every single shadow in every single palette that I own into the app. That's a bit much. I've already put all my single shadows in and I'm going to put all my palettes in and I'm just going to call it at that. So if I do a palette bingo, it's going to either be with my singles collection or with my palettes. It's not going to be like a mix of both, if you know what I mean. Like that is just, that's a little bit too much in my opinion. So I just hit the 30-minute mark and I had to start my camera again, and I'm usually done with my base by now by far. So I've spent 30 minutes and this is where I'm at. Should I try to like contour my nose too since I'm using this brush? I've never contoured my nose in my whole life. I don't even know how to do it. Like, what is the point of contouring your nose? Making it look smaller? I don't really have anything against my nose. I kind of like my nose. Let's just move on. Let's just put on some blush. Hopefully this time will be the time where I get a blush brush. Possibly, probably not. Alright, show me what you got. I'm not scared of you.
Not scared of you.
Okay, I think I can work with that. I think maybe I can do a cream blush. I'm not sure how that would go on top of the foundation, but I think we should probably try that since I have to use a sponge. Or maybe I could use a dry sponge with a powder. I'm not sure. I'm going to wet this. This is the Morphe sponge. It's hella dirty because I've been using it dry with powder. But let's just try to get this wet, at least mildly wet. Okay, so I got this a little bit wet now. I'm going to find a cream blush. And the one that I want to use is in the Natasha Diamond and Blush palette. Is that what it's called? Diamond and Blush. Oh, I got it right. Okay. So I'm going to take that blush, which is right here underneath this flap. And I'm going to put some of this on and we'll see if it lays okay on top of the powder. Now, I'm not really sure how much powder I really have on. Alright, let's try this. At least this is the right size for my face. That's kind of nice. So I'm getting a little bit. That doesn't look too bad. Not hating on this. I think this looks okay. Now, I'm not very good at putting on cream blush, so I don't really know how much to use. I feel like I used too much and now I don't know how to make it go away. Maybe I should have wet the sponge a little bit more.
It's fine. It's all gonna be just fine.
Oh god, I just stamped on way too much. Way too much. Definitely had better makeup days than this. Okay, I'm done with this. I just want to move on. Let's do some highlighter. I think I'm pretty safe with no matter where this end up. I feel like even if I get like a big fluffy brush, I can just squeeze it and make it into more of a highlighting brush. So let's see what we get. We spin it again. Flat eyeshadow brush again, huh? Alright, well that's not too bad. At least this is sort of the same size as a highlighting brush, I suppose. Oh, the struggle of finding a clean brush. Oh, there we go. That'll do. I mean, it's not super clean, but it's there and I can just wipe it off on my towel. Alright, so I'm gonna take my MAC 242 brush and I guess I might as well just use my Touch It Nona palette since I have it here. And I'm going to take the Glow Extreme, which is this one, and we're going to highlight. This really isn't too bad. Like, I could use a brush like this for highlight if I wanted to. Probably wouldn't be my first choice, but if I didn't have another brush, it definitely wouldn't be the end of the world. I do feel like this really shows how important having the right tools to do your makeup with is though, because this is just not looking good and I've used all products that I like except for the cream blush, but that's just because I don't really like cream products. But everything else is stuff that I've used on a daily basis now for a long time and it's just not looking the way that it usually does. Not to say that you can't make what you have work if you don't have a lot of options, but it just makes life so much easier if you have tools that are meant for, you know, what you're actually doing. Like even this is coming up pretty streaky and I'm having a hard time blending it out because it just goes on way too opaque in the beginning because the brush is so dense. It's good for nose highlighting though. Oh, and do you want to see the hoodie that I'm wearing? I got this on Amazon not that long ago. This is Shane Dawson's merch and I just think it was so cute and it's so right up my alley, but then I bought it and it shrunk a little bit in the wash and now I'm really sad because I have a hoodie that actually fits and isn't 2 sizes too big and I don't like that. I really like to be swimming in my hoodies, so a little bit upset about it, but I still think it's so cute. Like who wouldn't want a hoodie that says, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it has a pig on it? Come on. So what's next? Eyes? Are we at eyes already? Wow, I just put my finger on my face and it's so powdery. There's so much powder on my face right now. So what should I do with eyes? Should I prime? Should I pick a brush for primer too? Let's pick a brush for primer just for fun. I mean, how much worse can it really get?
Man, it's spinning for a long time this time. Alright, come on. Get there already. No!
No, why did I spin? That was stupid. Can I take that back? I don't want to use a bronzer brush for my primer. So this is the kind of brush that I would usually wear for my bronzer, and now I need to prime my eyes with it, so that's
Marvelous, that's just great.
So let's take my MAC paint pot and then let's try to make a little brush with this big brush maybe.
I need to be smaller. Does anybody have a hair tie? I'm like ruining my brush for this.
But that's okay because it's all for a YouTube video and this is not going to work. I can already tell. This is... Why am I doing this?
Yeah, this is just great.
This is just how I wanted this to go.
Amazing.
And now I have eyeshadow primer all over my hands. Can you even see what I'm doing? Probably not because I have a whole brush covering my face. Okay, let me just pat this out with the other side. Wow, that is looking so bad. Let's try to prime the other eye because this is going so well.
Can't wait to do this again.
Let's move on, shall we? So let's find out what I need to use for my eyeshadow. So I feel like depending on what this lands on, I'll pick my eyeshadow choices based on that because that'll be a little bit easier, I suppose. Let's spin for eyeshadow. Ah, that's pretty good actually. That could be a lot worse. I'm not complaining about that at all. So what should I do? Maybe I should do one of my Super Shock shadows that I never use. What else do I have that I never reach for that I could use? I should probably bring out some mattes too. No, I don't really want to use mattes today. I want to do like an all shimmery look. I think that could be kind of cool. I changed my mind. I'm not going to use a Super Shock shadow. I'm going to use a shadow that Prue sent to me for Christmas, and this is called the Illuminati, and it's by Mecha Max, and this is like a, let's see, what is this? It's a cream shadow though, so it's like a black with glitter in it, I guess, or a green with glitter in it. I don't even know what the hell is this, but we're gonna use some of that. And then I was one of those stupid people who bought one of the Pat McGrath little, what are they called? Like the little bags that they have for Christmas with like single shadows in them. And I got ones that had like the blue ones before, and it also came with this gold thing. I don't even know if this is a highlighter or if it's an eyeshadow, but I kind of want to use this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my inner corner, and then I'll put the other shadow on the outer part of my eye. So let me just see if my little finger is small enough to get in here. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Like, if you're new on my channel, you probably don't know this, but I hate applying makeup with my fingers, especially on my eyes, because I just don't feel like I can be very precise at all. It's a good way to get my eye boogers out of my eye though. It's funny, I bought one of these Pat McGrath things like just as I was getting into makeup, and it came with like a eye gloss and some other things that I've just like never even reached for. Why did I buy that, you may ask?
I have no idea.
I just thought it looked really pretty and they really hyped it up and I fell for it. But I do like the shadow. I think this is really nice. Next I'm going to take the other shadow and I'm going to use that on my same finger, I guess. This is so sticky. I feel like this could be a really good base for some kind of a black smoky eye. So let me just start out by stamping this on the outer part of my eye. That's really pretty actually. That is really pretty, I'm not gonna deny that. So I'm not sure how I'll be able to bring this down to my lower lash line though. Maybe if I just make really weird faces.
This is so hard.
Just like the outer corner here, I'm like smearing it all over the place. What if I just like drag it out and make a mess and just make it look a lot worse? That was a bad idea. Okay, let me try to fix that. Yeah, that's not looking great, but since I am allowed to use my fingers, I guess I'm allowed to use my fingers to fix this with too. So I'm gonna do the other eye and then I'll get back to that and see if I can make it look a little bit better. Oh, I just put on way too much. Wow.
This is not going as planned.
Just over here thinking about how good of an eyeshadow look I could have made with all this time that I wasted putting powder on my face with a mini sponge. Why didn't I just go for like some kind of a nude boring ass eyeshadow look? Why did I have to reach for something like this?
Oh, and I just keep messing it up.
I hate using my fingers so much.
Ah.
Why? I thought this was going to be the easiest part. Someone tell me I'm pretty. I need to wipe off my hands because now I have eyeshadow on every single finger and it's looking like crap. So I gotta figure out a way to fix this, which I don't really think is going to be possible if I'm being honest, since I can only use my fingers. What can I do to fix this? What if I use some kind of a nude colored eyeshadow and just tap over? Maybe I'll try that. Let me see if I can fix at least the outer corners here. Yeah, no, that did not work. I mean, I guess it's not looking terrible. It could be worse, but it could be
So much better. I'm over it.
So what is left? I can't really spin for how to apply mascara or eyeliner, so I guess I will go and do that, even though I'll probably wash this off after, but you know, just to get a feel of the completed look, let me do that, and then I guess I'm done spinning, huh? Because I can't really spin for lips. You know what we're going to do? We're going to spin for which mascara I'm going to use, which eyeliner I'm going to use, which liquid liner I'm going to use, and then we're also going to spin for which lipstick, just to get the full picture, you know? So let me pull this up and we can spin for, I guess, liquid eyeliner first. Oh, we got the... Oh my god, so my camera turned off and it ended on pizza wheel. I'm sure you saw it before it turned off and you probably didn't see my reaction because I was in the middle of being like, yeah! But I'm gonna find my pizza wheel liner and I'm going to use that to make a wing with. And this one is from Butter London and I got this in a boxy charm. I remember liking the formula, but I didn't like the whole wheel applicator thing. I thought that was extremely weird and unnecessary. I just don't like this. Why do you still have it then, you may ask? Because I am terrible at decluttering things now that I have a channel, because I just want to save up all of the things that I hate so that I can make a video with all the things that I hate. Which is probably a bad way to look at it, but I do not like this liner. I think I just don't like gimmicky things in general. I think it's just unnecessary. Like, why fix something that's not broken? Like, why do we need to reinvent the eyeliner when the eyeliner that we already have is already great? This is what happens every single time if you have hooded eyes and you bring your liner up too high and then you blink and then it just like smears into your crease. So
That's just great, but
I'm not even going to try to fix it because this makeup is not staying on. These wings are so bad too. You know what? I have a bad bin like over in that corner, so...
bye.
Next, let's spin for the waterline and hope that we get something fun. What is this one? Urban Decay Zodiac. I definitely misspelled that one. Probably going to be Zodiac. Let me see if I can find that one. Okay, so this is Zodiac by Urban Decay, which is apparently a dark golden olive or a dark olive. Now I totally forgot what the wheel said, but let's pop that in here. I do actually feel like this color could look good with this look if, you know, the look was actually looking decent. And of course, let's spin for mascara and hopefully we'll get like a red one or something crazy. Since this look is already looking awful, we might as well ruin it with some kind of crazy mascara. DDK. I don't really remember that mascara. I think I bought this because I saw the girls in Beauty News were doing a video on it. This was like the DDK 40 Lash something something fiber mascara, I think. Let me see if I can find it. Alright, so here it is. I only kept the regular mascara tube. I didn't keep like the fiber thing because that thing was really hurting my eyes. So let's put this on. And lastly, let's finish off this beautiful piece of art and let's figure out what to put on the lips. So I guess we'll first spin for what kind of lip product that I'm going to use, and then we'll spin for the actual lip product after we pick the first one, if that makes sense. So let's spin for what kind of lip product I'm going to use. Okay, so we're going to use a lip gloss. Now let's go to the glosses. And let's spin a wheel again. Oh, I really like that one. This is a ColourPop gloss that I've actually worn quite a bit. So this is the gloss. This is Finders Keepers by ColourPop. And I like this a lot. So let's put this on. I don't really think it's going to go with the look that I have on. And it's also not the most opaque gloss. And it also has a little bit of pink on the doe foot. So now that I think about it, why would this gloss have pink on the doe foot?
Who knows?
Okay, so here is the completed look. I will show you some beautiful close-ups of this masterpiece. I think this is the first time actually I have to take my makeup off after filming a video, and that doesn't happen very often. Even my no mirror makeup challenge went better than this.
So, yeah,
I hope you guys enjoyed it more than I did. Now, I did have a lot of fun filming this, but not that happy about the result, but what can you do? So makeup is all about having fun, it's about playing around, and that is what I want my channel to be about. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you want to see the wheel pick for me next time, and until then, I hope you are all having a fantastic day, and if you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!